must have attended many weddings. You must have blessed the new couple as well. You must have asked them about their plans post-wedding. But here's a groom whose plans of life ahead shattered just after he tied the knot. What happened to him? Find out in this shocking report.
10 days after their marriage, his wife eloped. Meet the wife who got married twice within a fortnight. Now that sounds tragic, really tragic, doesn't it? Imagine the plight of the husband. But you must be wondering why, instead of going on a honeymoon after the wedding, this woman went to get married again. Meet the tragedy-struck husband, 29-year-old Umesh. He got married to 20-year-old Hamsaveni less than 2 months ago. Umesh had been looking forward to his wedding day. 8th May was the day. Fairas were done, the thali was tied, the reception was over. Guests had enjoyed the food. It was time for the bride and the groom to leave for their honeymoon after finishing some other ceremonies. But for Umesh, that honeymoon period never came. It got over just after his wedding because his wife ran away. Now Umesh and his family is running from pillar to post to seek justice. The reason, Hamsaveni is no longer interested in their marriage. This new bride wants to live life on her own terms. And what are these terms? You will be shocked to find out. New bride runs away with her boyfriends. Hamsaveni wants to lead a life with her ex-lover. And beat this, she claims to have gotten married to him just a fortnight before her first wedding. Before we tell you more about this runaway bride, let us tell you more about her unlucky husband. Umesh is the only male child and has 5 other siblings. A software engineer by profession, he was working in Australia when his family decided to find an alliance for him. Umesh's family claims that they had been looking for a girl for him for almost 3 years. They had finally zeroed in on Hamsaveni Feb early this year. The two families had met 2 years ago when Hamsaveni was just 18. But Umesh had rejected her as he found her too young and immature. But as fate would have it, he was approached by the girl's family once again 2 years later. Umesh says he was hesitant at first. The reason once again was that Hamsaveni was too young for him. But the girl had managed to convince him. So the families decided to go ahead with the wedding. Umesh was in Australia when his family had finalized the alliance. Since he was working with a software firm, he had to take leave from his job for a few days to come back to India to tie the knot. Their wedding was a grand affair. The groom's family says they spent a whopping 20 lakh rupees on the wedding. They wanted to make this wedding a memorable affair as Umesh is the only male child in their family. Jewels worth lakhs of rupees were brought for the couple. The wedding reception itself had more than 1,000 guests from both sides of the family. The couple spent the first 10 days shuttling between their houses and followed various traditions that are a part of their community. On the 10th day, Hamsaveni moved into Umesh's house and spent time with her husband and his family members. But what happened the following day will take you by surprise. His wife went absconding just 11 days after wedding. Hamsaveni had gone missing just a day after she had moved into her husband's house. Umesh's family was obviously tensed and launched a manhunt to trace her. They informed her parents and filed a complaint with the Subramanya Nagar police station on the same day. The police tracked a mobile phone in various tower locations in Bengaluru. finally, she was located in Chitradurga. Umesh heaved a sigh of relief. Along with members from both the families, he travelled to Chitradurga. Hamsaveni's location was tracked through her mobile phone to a lodge in Chitradurga. Upon inquiring the staff at a lodge, they found out that a girl and a boy from Bengaluru had moved into the lodge just a day ago. So the two families entered the room in which the couple was staying. They found just the boy inside. He was a person named Jagdish. At first, Jagdish claimed that he had no girl with him in the room, but the police were not ready to believe his story. So they brought him to Subramania Nagar police station and worked in their own style. Jagdish confirmed that he was indeed with Hamsaveni the previous night. Who was Jagdish? Why was he with Hamsaveni in the lodge? According to Umesh's family, Jagdish was Hamsaveni's ex-boyfriend. She had a 6-month relationship with Jagdish before they broke up.
She was using mobile, no? That's why we found her finally. She is in Chitradurga. Okay. Next day, we went with that police and our family went to that Chitradurga. That time we have come to know she from Monday at night she was staying in one lodge called lodge named Aranya Bhavana. She was staying with that Jagadish. His name Jagadish. He is an ex-lover to that Amsavani.
When the police interrogated Jagdish further, he told them that he let go of her as he was unable to fund her expensive lifestyle. Jagdish had told the police that Hamsaveni had moved to Kushal Nagar going out of the lodge in Chitradurga. A husband's worst nightmare had come true. Members from both the families travelled to Kushal Nagar along with the police to track Hamsaveni. The police were able to locate her exact location with the help of a mobile tower. They got to know that Hamsaveni was living in a lodge in Kushal Nagar and went straight to the spot with full force. The police and the family members had covered the lodge from all sides so that the girl could not escape. They knocked on the door she was said to be staying in. Wife caught red-handed with another lover. According to Umesh's family, they caught Hamsaveni along with another boy at a lodge room in Kushal Nagar. The police brought both of them to Subramania Nagar police station in Bengaluru for interrogation. Hamsaveni made revelations that shocked everyone.
She showed her another one Mangal Sutra with her. Okay, she put that one yellow color thread with that turmeric stick. She showed that to even police also, for us also she showed. See, she already I got married with Nanda Kumar. No, I want to stay with him only. She told like that only. So we asked. So and she has written all the things by her only herself. She has written all the things like this. She has written she is signed like wife of Nanda Kumar. She written like that only. She put his name only on that paper. She told everything. Whatever happened, she didn't have interest with Umesh. By their parent forced to her get married with Umesh. All the things she has written, and she told very clearly told I got married with I got married one more marriage with that Nanda Kumar. So after going there from this police station, we will register our marriage and we will give one copy to station also. We will give like that only she told, and she went.
Hamsaveni told the police that she wasn't interested in a marriage with Umesh. That's why she eloped with her ex-boyfriends. What's worse is that she had even got married to one of her boyfriends named Nandakumar. Umesh's family claims that Hamsaveni had given a written statement to the police. In that statement, she had even signed as wife of Nandakumar. In her statement, she has claimed that she got married to Umesh due to family pressure and wasn't interested in leading a life with him. Hamsaveni had cheated Umesh. In a statement to the police, she claimed that she even had a physical relationship with Nandakumar in the lodge in Kushal Nagar.
In spite of cheating the husband of adultery after the marriage, she has taken the aggressive stand Because in the provision of our, Hindu Marriage Act, the wife, if she can put a case on the husband, but husband cannot put a case on the wife, especially in cases of adultery, because she is treated as a victim. This is in good faith. In those days, it was like that. So the adulterer, that is the wife's boyfriend, can be booked for section 497 for adultery, but the wife cannot be booked. This is what the unfortunate bias going on in our system.
Umesh's family is in distress as they are unable to come to terms with a series of events that have taken place in the last 1 month. Umesh's family claims that Hamsaveni's parents were also against their daughter's behavior and had apologized on her behalf. They were willing to return the jewels that were given to their daughter. They even offered complete support to make the marriage null and void. But within a few weeks, Hamsaveni's parents apparently changed their mind. Hamsaveni has now filed a complaint against the police officials who interrogated her at the Subramanyanagar police station. She claims that she was harassed and was threatened to write a confession statement. She claims that she neither got married nor stayed with her boyfriend at a lodge in Chitradurga and Kushal Nagar. News9 spoke to Hamsaveni, who claimed that she wasn't at fault and blamed her parents for forcefully marrying her. She failed to show any remorse for her behavior and wants to move on with her life. Hamsaveni even asked the boy's family to return her jewels and even threatened to commit suicide. Umesh's family is in distress and is trying to get justice. They have spent more than 20 lakh rupees on the wedding, but all that has gone in vain. Though they are trying to get the marriage nullified, they fear that Umesh will be considered as a married person among their family and relatives. They fear for his future and are left in a pitiable condition.
Now she is giving very mental torture for my family. Even their parents are also talking like this only. She is asking her jewelries only. Okay, we will give, that is not a matter. So what about my family? He spent more than 20 lakh. What about that money? What about his life? Okay, keep that money aside. What about his life? What about his dream? What about his mind? What we think about him? What about his parents? They are very old. They had lot of dreams about their son marriage, his future. So what about that? That old people, what they will do? How can we search girls for him again? So what about his life?
Umesh's family is trying to seek help from the media and various organizations involved in Men's Welfare Association. They accuse Hamsaveni of cheating Umesh and their family. But despite all these accusations, they fear for Umesh's life. They had hoped that Umesh would be on his honeymoon after his wedding, but the newlywed is running from one media organization to another seeking justice. We now wonder if all marriages are made in heaven.